you to come out running like you did.
Mm-hmm.
You just describe the touchdown in particular, I guess, and to what degree maybe you thought you were setting a little bit of a tone.
Yeah, I don't know if it was setting a tone. Just kind of, it all opened up, and if I probably would have went to Trav earlier, I could have just thrown him in that spot. But I knew I could run. It's just the stopping that was going to be hard. So once I got running, I saw the end zone and just tried to get up in the air and get in the end zone. But it wasn't like setting a tone or anything like that. I just tried to play football at the end of the day.
There's a little different way to stop, I guess, than put pressure on your ankle.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I think you saw the slide. It probably looked pretty awkward late in the game. It's just the stopping and cutting isn't great yet. So just try to keep it on the run, keep moving, and make a play happen.
Was there something that happened during the week that maybe told you that you could be effective in the game? You could do the things you needed to do?
I think it was the second practice. The first practice was still kind of iffy, but then the second practice and being able to move a little bit and do some of the under center stuff, I knew I was going to have a good chance. And so I was able to move enough in the movements. We could go under center and run the football, so I felt confident that the O-line was going to protect me, which they did a great job today, and I could make some throws.
You said during the week you wanted to have more of your ability than maybe you did for that AFC Championship against Cincinnati a couple weeks ago. Do you feel like, was it close, or do you feel like you were well ahead of where you were that game?
I felt like I was ahead of there. I mean, that one, it kind of just hurt just to walk in general, whereas now I can kind of move around walking and stuff like that. And now it's just trying to get even better for this next game. I mean, we're playing a good football team, a great defense, and they're going to be getting after it. So trying to get in a better spot so I can utilize my mobility and still be able to work within the pocket and outside the pocket as well.
What was your initial impression of working with Hollywood Brown for the game?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I mean, I missed him here and there in a couple of throws, but I thought he was getting open. He was winning against man coverage, which is huge. And, I mean, he's a couple throws away from having a really, really big game. And so just getting him in there and getting the football in his hands and getting where he can feel confident and running through tackles and stuff like that. And I thought he did a great job of that, and we'll get him involved more and more as the season goes on.
Patrick, obviously the Texans have a very good pass defense. What was just the feeling of having, it's the first time you've had, Worthy, Brown, and Hopkins on the field together? Just the feelings of quarterback having all three?
Yeah, I mean, they were able to win versus man coverage, and I thought those guys did a great job. I think they won even more than I even threw them the football. But you saw we moved the ball well today, and we have to continue to do that. Some of the drives stalled out quickly, but once we kind of got the drives going, it seemed like we could move it down the field. And so we'll have to continue to answer that we can beat man coverage, and then when teams play zone, we'll have to beat that as well.
And obviously, Xavier, you found him quite a bit today. Was there one of those plays that really stood out to you in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that stood out to me in particular was the catch that was out of bounds. I mean, that's one of the best corners in the league, and for him to go up and make a catch on a guy like that, and I know he ended up out of bounds, but that's what you want to see, is a guy that can. I mean, he's obviously fast, can make plays downfield, but making contested catches. But he's getting more and more comfortable. I mean, you think since the Bills game, you can see that. Just now, we got to continue to work him and give him more opportunities downfield. And I mean, you saw that even when he was out of bounds, he made a big time catch that was close.
Even with the Bills game, Pat, that let you believe he could have a game like this? I
think it was just the speed he was playing at. You could tell when a guy's not thinking and when he's just playing and letting his natural ability kind of work. And on that Bills game, he was playing fast, and I think that's something that gave me confidence to give him more and more opportunities. And he's kind of ran with it.
With your experience playing through an ankle injury, Patrick, how much in your mind was, if they think I'm hindered, they're going to play maybe more man coverage, and is scrambling early to try to maybe open up so that they don't necessarily play man coverage so much?
Not necessarily. I mean, I know that is a part of it, but I think more than anything, we saw that once I did run, they put the spy there, which helps other guys get open, and so. It wasn't like I was necessarily going. My plan was to not run, and then I ended up running the first drive. But you got to play ball at the end of the day, and that's a good football team. It's going to take everything, and we were able to go out there and win. And now we move on to another great football team, and we want to try to fight to get that #1 seed so we can be playing here at Arrowhead. But it's going to take our best football every single week.
That's you. Go ahead, Tom. You guys.
Patrick Mahomes, cool, calm, and collected after 260 passing yards, 33 rushing yards, all on that hurt ankle. And how about this? Despite all of the conversation, the noise about the Kansas City Chiefs and how they have been winning, they've been getting it done. This is the most wins in a season in Chiefs history. You see it there, 14-1. And the last couple of times they won 14 games, they went to a Super Bowl in 2022. They won in 2020. They lost. What does 2024 have in store? We'll have to see how it all plays out.